I'm Riley Harvey for VCN, and this is the Thursday night PRT handicap race. Every Thursday night at 7, we are here on RGT covering the PRT handicap. Tonight we've got 16 kilometers, just shy, 15.78 kilometers to be exact, of terrain covering 4 main climbs. As Will likes it, is ending with an uphill finish. Will be challenging after an all-out effort. We've got some of the regulars, Guy Hepner back on, Darren Ray. I think Kate Boulette is taking part tonight as well. And it's going to be fast and frantic from the start. See how these hills affect the riders and try and pick out the ones that have got differing weight limits. I can see Precision Coaching's on the chat. Good to see you taking part, Will, even though you're not in the country. And Seamus Butler's message through to say they looked last night but couldn't see it. Think possibly that there was a little bit of a delay in getting the event into the promoted streams. It is definitely on, as you can see. But hopefully next time, I'm not sure if you're in already, Seamus, actually, but hopefully next time you'll be able to join us. I know you do regularly ride. Will's coming to us from Spain, and I'm sure most of the guys in the UK will be very jealous of that, as we have just entered what can only be described as winter in the UK now. The weather has turned decidedly chillier, and the heavens have been opening up most of the day today for the UK. I think that's across most of the UK, Ireland. I'm sure it's much nicer in Spain, isn't it, Will? Much more enjoyable, I've no doubt. You know, we've got Ursula, Darren Ray, Guy Hepner, Kate Boulette, Mealy, Marshall, Gendrush, a few others. See, Darren's now powering up, ready for a flying start. And Darren Ray and Guy Hepner zooming up the road there. Garrosh, Merrow, Kevin Unsworth, Rob Marshall, Rob Stone riding tonight as well. Garrosh there, taking an early push in the front. Rob Stone leading the chasing party. Ida at the back of that group, an Italian rider. Number 2, I think there's a good chance Upstone back onto the front there, and Yarosh is caught. Ida rolls to the front. Darren Ray now takes the lead. Darren's power's dropped out. That's not good for him. Not a good moment. Just makes a move there into the first climb, one of the smaller of the 4 on the course. Sorry, 5 on the course. K2Let into second place there. Darren just dropping back through this group. Ursula, good progress. See Marshall, Adam Morgan there, Suter. K2Let sticking onto the back of this group of leaders here. Kennedy's regularly challenging for the top spots. Merrow, Guy Hepner, Bancross. Chasing party. Jump forward here, we've got Yarosh and Leonida here. Leonida, I'm looking at the power bars beneath his name and his power, and it is a handicapped race this, so your weight should be adjusted to allow for your FTP. And I'm looking at Leonida there and how their power bars are being affected by the power they're putting out. I'm not sure that they've correctly adjusted their weight into relation to their FTP. As Yarosh goes over, Leonida, I'm pretty sure his power bar underneath his name should be changed to red anytime he goes over the 3.2 watts per kilogram there, and it is doing that. So I think we can discount Leonida from this competition at the moment, as it's not Yarosh potentially under review as Rob Stone comes charging up here in third position, bringing with him some of the other riders as we're into the early slopes of this, one of the more main climbs on the course. Stone, 375 watts there. Russo, Team ADR, and Bancross, one of the regular riders, Bancross there. Pushing. Bancross had done a new FTP test last week and had gained an extra 2 kilograms and was up to 100 kilograms overall weight, which I think was 27 kilograms additional. Just getting used to his extra weight in this event. Have a drop back through the field and check who else is in the group with us and racing. We've got Caruso, Stone, Bancross, Merrow, L. Cox, Suter. Might be Adam Drake, O'Grady, K2Let, who's doing really well, staying up with this front group. Marshall, Adam Morgan, Amayo, Ula, Ursula, Anton Wouters. Further back we've got Stevens, Mealy, Darren. She's dropped a little bit back there from his early aggressive start, perhaps not enjoying the gradients this evening. From the bots, Taylor, there are always bots added into the handicap race just to help out those who perhaps aren't able to maintain the pace or have just had a poor start, dropped a chain, etc. There's always someone that you can have a little bit of a draft off. These bots now quickly to see if there's any more real riders. No Bev Usher tonight. We've got Otto, who unfortunately doesn't seem to have got off the start grid. Fly back up to the end. Start evens. We've got Guy Hepner and Rob Stone grouped back up together. Yarosh been caught. And Rob now on this flatter green section. And make the most of his outright power. And sneak away. Guy Hepner just pacing himself in the distance. Kennedy comes through. Has managed to make it into this group as well, as Cox has. Climb really changing the dynamics of this front group. Rob, I think, is trying desperately now to get over the top and into the descent. Solo. Kennedy, a little bit of an effort there. Rob loves the solo time trial. He's frequently taking part in the CTT events when they were on RGT during COVID, cycling time trial events, the 10-mile time trials, and are often coming up trumps. Coming into this very fast downhill section now to nearly 90 kilometers per hour and over. Gaps opening up to the field behind of 90 meters. Leonida there pulling on the front of that group behind, and he's broken free. .3, 7.5 watts per kilogram. Taking the bridge across to Rob here. Very difficult to marshal an event that's of this type to ensure that everybody is accurately adjusted their FTP and has then worked out their relevant weight in relation to it. Does spoil the dynamics of races when you have riders who don't follow the rules and influence the race. So I do hope that everybody here has followed them accurately. Into this slope at 16%. Following group is making progress here. Kennedy From having seen Kennedy race in the past on these events, I think that they are one of the lighter riders. They certainly seem to make progress on the slopes and then lose it on the flats. And that's often the way it works with these weight adjusted races. Riders who lose weight make massive gains on the hills, but when it comes to the flatter sections, the weight does not have as much effect, so the stronger riders can break away. So at VCN Central here we have got access to all of the socials, so if you want to drop us a line on Facebook or YouTube or Twitch or wherever you're watching this stream from, we will answer your question, give you a shout out, pass on your cheers for your chosen rider. This more significant climb here is spread the field out somewhat. Guy Hepner still doing well there. Rob Stone just dropping back a couple of positions, suffering with this climb. The Orosh there just looking like they had a power outage for a moment. Great, doing well. Adam Morgan looks like he's doing pretty well there. He's managed to gain a few positions. Marshall there, good form. K2 there is just tailed off slightly. Perhaps the efforts of trying to stay with the early group have just had their toll a little bit. 20% slope here, no fun for anyone. Heart rate 177. Cadence at 40. Low grinding cadence there. Again, the job done. No perfect cadence, obviously. Cadence very individual thing for each person, but they do tend to recommend for road bike riding a cadence up closer to the 90 mark for optimum efficiency. So it drops on climbs for most riders. Kate grits her teeth, digs deeper, and gets the bulk of this climb done. Brady drifting back a position in that process as well. See Anton Wouters, Chris Bancroft there. Emilian Taylor in front of those bots. Front here we've got 3 riders battling it out. Suter there in second position as Kennedy to move. This little micro power climb. Opens himself up a little bit of fresh air. 21 meter gap. United just seeming capable of closing down any gap that opens up in front of him. Rides away from Caruso, back to the wheels of De Suter and Kennedy. Caruso there, Team ADR. Fourth position, bit of clear space behind him to Guy Hepner, nearest competing rider. Guy Hepner, equidistant, he's about 85 metres behind Caruso and about 85 metres in front of Rob Stone. And Rob, we've got Fox, the rider of Adam Morgan there, who's just coming past just the wheel of Yarosh there, and they little wave for Adam Morgan there from Yarosh. Adam seems to be making more steady progress. Looks like he's pacing himself quite well over these climbs. Shrek's just shouted in Wayne for the win. With no Wayne tonight. No Shrek tonight either, Shrek. Where are you? You should be out here racing. Don't be using work as an excuse. So Adam Morgan just looking into the wheel of Yarosh there. Getting a drafting save of about 50 watts. Yarosh is not keen on allowing Adam to draft off his wheel there. Putting a little bit of effort to try and keep the gap open, but Adam's just made it back to him on this descent. Drafting saving going crazy there, 500 plus watts. Roche rolls through, takes the win for a second. Adam looking like he's carrying a heavier weight penalty, or is naturally a heavier rider here on the descending. His avatar seems to be drifting to the front, not allowing Yarosh to take too much of the win there. Yarosh goes again. Shrek's just moved his allegiance from Wayne to Ursula. Drift back to Ursula and check how she's getting on in big group there. She's got, I think it's Rob Marshall with her. There's the PRT riders helping out. Mero. Budler. Stevens in that group on this descent. They did recently, fairly recently, add avatar changes, I think is the only way I could phrase it. The avatars get bigger and smaller depending on their weight. It's only very subtle, but they did add that in a little while ago. I think we can see here with looking at R. Marshall there in comparison to maybe Stevens, he's got smaller, perhaps it's just distance, but you can tell there's a little slight change when you move your weight from the very small to the very heavy rider. Your avatar does broaden a little bit. Actually doing really well here. Got good consistent power as we're into this third climb. Third significant climb, to phrase it really. Not the third climb, but the third big one. And finishing on a beautiful hill finish here. Lovely for me because it slows all the riders down so we can actually see everyone come across the line. Those fast flat ones are hard to shout out who's winning, but also lovely for the riders as they get to enjoy that last little bit of pain before they finish. Tamayo dropping out from the group there as Stevens and Ursula power up this climb. Mero, Marshall there forming the back end of this group. O'Grady looking away just within sight of the group ahead, but not quite making enough inroads in to catch up. You're doing well in 16th position. Hey2Let now stranded. Solo rider. She's got Anton Wouters coming up close to her. Heart rate's 176. Possibly catch back up to Mealy on this climb. Flick right past Anton Wouters there. Anton Wouters, Hey2Let and Mealy probably forming a little group together by the end of this climb. Same with Taylor, just sitting in with the bots at the moment, enjoying some drafting benefit. Flying back up to the front end of the race, you can see Kennedy still doing well here at the front end, enjoying this climb and opening up gaps to the riders in the group with him. Sota just pacing it now on the wheel of Leonida. Sota will be gaining much benefit. You can see actually he's not saving anything from the drafting there. Leonida just a little bit too far away, but at these sort of speeds, these lower speeds down below 15 kilometers per hour, and on these gradients, there isn't much drafting benefit to be had anyway. Leonida there just jumping into the lead over Kennedy. Sota just pacing himself back up to the wheel of Kennedy here. He's not going too deep. Like he's going to get to him just before the crash of this hill, which is really good timing, really good point to get back to the wheel of Kennedy, and should be able to enjoy some drafting benefit along the flatter section. Guy Hepner and Caruso now just back together behind. Surprisingly, Guy was just like he was slowed somewhat there as Caruso's got back to him and taken the lead. Switches almost as quickly and Caruso drops back. Rob Stone not out of the game just yet. He's in sight of the riders in front of him. Still on this very challenging gradient. Get the camera down by the road, you can just get an idea of how steep that section is. 6%. At 15-16% here, but 6% after this length of riding is quite challenging. If Rob can make any inroads to Caruso and Hepner now. Christoph Contant checking in on the stream. Hey, Christoph. Grouping of Caruso and Hepner having managed to crest before Rob. They've open up. Good gap. Now into descent. Guy Hepner gaping into the distance there a little bit. And Caruso possibly just adding a little bit more of the power on the flat sections to try and recover that aging figure of Guy Hepner in the distance. Adam Morgan, we've checked in with him a few times this evening. He seems to be gaining more and more on this. His leaders in this race, really well paced, not gone too deep into the red, and has managed to gradually pick up places and close down the gaps here. Low. Power is showing 0 here. I don't know if he's just enjoying the downhill and not deciding to waste any effort. That's power in now. Heart rate 149, cadence 99 as he's spinning those gears on this descent. Gonna go back up the lead group. The Leonida, only 550 meters left to go, and 116 meters, 115 meters in front of riders behind. But we're going to go back to Kennedy and D'Souza here. Here's where the interest is. Kennedy and D'Souza. A little bit of a poll for you guys out there in viewer land. Quite often I cover the finishing straight down the road, looking at it from the finishing straight down the road towards the riders. We have a lot of flexibility in virtual worlds. We can go up to a helicopter shot, we can cover it from side angles, cover it from all over the place. If you could just give me feedback, let me know which one works best for you, which one you appreciate seeing most. Is it this sort of head-on shot as the riders are coming towards you? You prefer more of a helicopter shot so you can see the gapping of the riders and the big group finish, see how they're going through together? Or something like from behind, perhaps a real close-up shot. See the rider coming past. Suter tucks into the wheel of Kennedy there. Just they're going toe for toe here. 344 meters left to go. It's 11%, so it is a good steep gradient. Kennedy kicks as D'Souza's power just seems to tail off there. Kennedy's up at 8 watts per kilogram briefly. Now drop down to 4.3. And D'Souza not responding. D'Souza now gapped at 9 meters. Caruso only 16 meters behind. And Caruso comes flying. Where's Caruso come from? Caruso comes up, 200 meters left to go. Caruso's still going. Caruso's through. And off the front of the group there, Kennedy. His power goes red, he tries to respond, but Caruso looks to have opened this gap up and be able to maintain it. He's come from some distance back. He was back with Guy Hepner earlier on, 230 metres back. But he's managed to fly up this course, fly up this climb and pass Kennedy like he was standing still. Now Caruso takes the line, second position. Oh, Caruso stops and he's just made it, just limped over the line there. De Sousa pips Kennedy. Kennedy, for all his hard work there, pushed back into fourth position. Oh, where race control is coming through to us. It's looking like Leonardo will be a DQ. So that means Kennedy's pushed up into third position. So we've got Caruso, Sota, Kennedy. Guy Hepner now is just in front of Rob Stone. It's going to be tight. 13.4%, 13.6%. Gap between them, only 14 meters. Guy Hepner's digging deep now. Kate's giving it, Precision Coaching, giving a good shout out for Kate. Great job. As Guy Hepner's just digging deep here and managing to open up a bit more of a gap on Rob Stone. Rob not able to respond. And Guy's opened the gap up 39 meters now. Coming over the line in fourth position. Rob Stone, fifth. Fantastic ride, and this is a really good ride from Adam Morgan here. Shrek's just checking in. It's a great race and commentary. Thanks, buddy. He'll be back soon. I hope to see you soon, buddy. Ripping it up. Need to see some more victories and some more combativity awards for you, Shrek. You're not going to win them without being there, dude. Adam Morgan, I think, would be my vote for combativity tonight. Has got out there, done a really well-paced ride, come in sixth position. Cox coming through in 8th, stroke 7th. Managing to keep away from Stevens. And then with Taylor coming through in 10th position. Taylor's jumped a few positions here. He's managed to overtake Ursula, Marshall and Merrow there. And also Mealy. I think there's a few of these races have had a bit of a mare on the back end of this event. And Ursula was up, and she was up before Stevens and Taylor for definite, and they just tailed off towards the end. To get a good distance in front of Marshall there, though, 100 meter gapping, and Merrow. Yeah, Will's just saying it's been a great battle this evening between Guy and Rob. Closely matched pair. As Marshall's coming up to the line now, and Merrow is putting in a massive effort to try and recover that position. It's looking like they're going to do it. I don't know if Marshall's got it in the legs to respond here. Merrow comes through. 50 meters left to go. Marshall is responding, but it's going to be too late. Merrow's made it. Merrow's made it to that 12th position. 11th on the road, sorry. Marshall coming over in 12th. Mealy. Fantastic racing to get 14th position here. Really close between all the riders. Cameo comes through. 15th. O'Grady in 16th. Will is giving a big cheer there for Rob Marshall. Challenging course this evening, 531 meters of elevation. Although it's reading 5:22 on the completion of that ride there, 5:23 for O'Grady. It is rated at 531 meters of elevation in a really short distance. Very high paced race. Okay, 22nd position now. Final push, heart rate up to 182. 183. Gradient's touching 15% nearly. Come around this corner. We're being promised a super cool course next week with something for everybody, which means that there will be hills, hills, and more hills. A hill start, a hill in the middle, and a hill finish is what I'm reading into that. As Kate pushes on now, heart rate 184, 75 meters left to go. Every last ounce being thrown out there. 50 meters. Box being dropped. 25 meters, coming in 19th position on the road. 186 heart rate there as we cross the line, and no doubt the bucket will be getting grabbed for. So we're back in St Ives, Cornwall next week, and apparently we've got a flat finish, which is unheard of. Anton Wouters now coming over the line. Oh, sorry, coming up to the finish line. Oh, rescinded. So it's the last couple of kilometres flat. That everything else before that is climbing. I think it might be St Ives stroke Stelvio next week. Anton Wouters pushes for the line. And 45 minutes. Good fast racing from all the riders tonight. Dropping back there, we've got Darren Ray, who's way back in 54th position. I'm hoping Darren will inform us of what's happened there. It's unusual for him to finishing so far back. Darren has had a little bit of time off the bike, but still cracks away in these PRT handicap races. Enjoys them thoroughly as we come underneath the Flamme Rouge. And Will's just teasing us now with the fact that a few Cornish features are involved in next week's race. I've no idea what Cornish features are. My preferred Cornish feature is a Cornish pasty, but I do not think that's what Will's referring to. I think features in Will's mind are very lumpy bits. So we got any gravel involved next week? Maybe some of these surprise bits, sections of stairs. The beauty of Magic Roads, you can make anything part of your course. You can go, and if you can get GPX points on it, you can include it in one of the Magic Roads. It doesn't have to be a real road, so to speak. We'll be looking forward to seeing that. Aaron now 700 meters left to go. Punishing final climb in this course. Up at 20% round this corner. Will's saying that there's no gravel, but we do race past the beach next week, and he has shouted out pina coladas, and I'm not sure whether that is in reference to next week or whether that's his order for the bar as he sits in the sunshine in Spain whilst we toil away with this magic road that he's created. Well, we say we toil, I'm actually sat down, not riding it, but you know, I am at one with the competitors on this race course. I am looking at it and feeling every moment of pain that these riders are feeling, whereas Will is just, you know, he's just laughing at everybody as he sits in the sunshine. Aaron over that steepest section there. With only 615 meters left to go. So just give a little shout out to Precision Rewards, who helped to make everything happen with these races. It's precision-rewards.co.uk. It's a great place to go on to get yourself some discounts for anything cycling related. They're also doing lots of things that aren't cycling related there as well. But even if you're going traveling, you're looking for car hire, hotels, etc., get yourself over there. It's free. There's no cost to it. There are additional discounts for those people who decide that they want to subscribe. But there is also loads of discounts there for you. If you don't want to subscribe, you can just get in there and get some free stuff. Well, not free, discount stuff. But Precision Rewards help us to bring these streams to you. If you aren't already, if you can subscribe and hit that notification button, you'll get to find out when we're bringing you new streams, and we do bring out some reviews and new features that come to the RGT platform and a few other platforms that we follow as well. Darren's smashing it, finishing this course after everyone else has gone through it. So sure he'll be on the chat later on and let us know what happened. Maybe he's just not feeling it tonight. You know, can't be 100% all the time. Now Will's giving a bit of a cheer on for Darren, and he's saying it's a fair one. This is a tough course, if you do say so myself. I'm hoping, Will, you've already rode this as a trial, and even though you're not sharing the pain with us tonight, you have done in the past. I reckon you're just watching us all. Bit of chat coming through from the RGT Pioneers group. Gary Taylor's saying that he had to hit 400 watts downhill full gas to catch up with the drafting bots mostly, and it was his chance to get in the top 10. Now Barry's checking in as well. Barry was watching the last 15 minutes and was glad to be merely spectating. Rob Marshall is commenting that it was awfully amazing. I will say he's actually ridden this course in real life, and it was awful. I think everyone who's ridden it tonight will agree with you. There's 20% ramps were vomit inducing is what Ursula says. And Rob Marshall is commenting that it's his first race in ages. He needs to be doing this weekly. Definitely need to be getting yourself this feeling of pain and pleasure on a weekly basis. And Ursula's happy to be back in the fold of PRT handicap racing as well. Great races these, unless you've got an issue, as I think Darren's might have had tonight. You tend to finish within about 10 minutes of the leaders of the race. It's always good for morale to be finishing close to the leaders. Many a race I've ridden on RGT and other platforms, and I'm nowhere near elite standard, and a lot of the guys who race these courses are. You can be finishing 20 minutes, 40 minutes even behind the leaders of the race, maybe even more, and it is a little bit disheartening when you're finishing that far behind people, as Darren now puts the pedal to the metal and kicks on. Just briefly there, his power flew up. I thought he was going to have a sprint to the finish there, but very intrigued as to what's happened to Darren tonight. I hope he's feeling okay, and it's more technical and perhaps real bike related issues. Which can be extremely frustrating. Darren pushes on with just 44 metres left to complete this course for him. It's fantastic as he gets over the line in just under the hour. It's great to see Darren there sticking with it till he gets to the finish line. As we stuck with him, like to see all the riders finish. So that's it for another week on the PRT Handicap Rewards Racing. So we'll be back with you. Hopefully we'll be with you on Monday. We plan to cover the Heroica Series, as many of the races for the Heroica Series as we can. But if not, we will see you on Wednesday for the React structured training, and we'll be with you back on Thursday for the PRT Handicap race. Have a great weekend, everybody. Don't see you before. See you next week, and yeah, hopefully get out on your bikes in the real world. We've not got much of this nice weather left, but if you can't manage that, then get yourself an RGT and get some miles in virtually. Thanks a lot for watching. Catch you later.